What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Jake Shavink here, and in today's video we are back in the film room looking at one of the more electric playmakers in the 2023 NFL Draft. That is Boston College receiver Zay Flowers, who packs a very exciting skill set and very well could be one of the first, if not the first, receiver off the board come April. So let's dive into the film room once again and look at Boston College receiver Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers is an electric playmaker with the functional twitch, the quicks, the speed, and the acceleration to be dominant in two phases of the game. He has an innate ability to turn nothing into something. When he's working post-catch, you see the ability, the smooth play, the hesitation, the variation he can throw up as a yak threat. Here against Clemson, breaks out the same hesitation move. Again, that ability to square up, and that lateral twitch and the quicks to make defenders miss is an impressive trait. Here again against Florida State, same thing. The hesitation move causes the defender to grasp for air. Flowers doesn't need just a hesitation move. He's still really good at leveraging his cuts and really good displacement to make the first man miss in space. Here against NC State, you see the ability, the acceleration, and the speed. Once he's given a lane post-catch, he's really tough to catch from behind. Another one here against Louisville, perhaps the best yak rep I've seen to date. I just don't know how you can leverage this type of quickness and the stop-start acceleration to make multiple defenders miss in such a tight area. You're going to see it again on this crosser. Just the ability to stop-start quickness. I don't know how he makes that second defender miss. It is impressive. Here against Clemson, notices Myles Murphy, while he's in the air, makes the adjustment post-catch to create anything after the catch there on that screen play. Again, after the catch, if you tackle him up high, you know he's going to fight. He's got the toughness and contact balance to fight for extra yardage. As a route runner, he's really good with the whip route. You see that acceleration. You see him sell with his head and his eyes into the middle of the field there, basically selling that it's a drag route and working into that really quick break. It's the ability to create separation. He's also got other high-level routes at his arsenal, running a stop-start comeback route there. Here against Andrew Booth, two really great examples of comeback routes there, pressing vertically, sinking the hips, getting out of the break really quickly to stay leveraged into that separation. Here again against Booth, it's a great job getting it out of the break. Really nice catch point instincts and hand-eye coordination to finish that rep off. He's got pretty good routes overall. I think when you see him run the out route, you see him be able to transition with curvilinear speed into a really flat break. He doesn't need to sink his hips on those routes. He's got pretty good release package. You know, the quick twitch is always something that's going to keep defenders off balance. And then we get into the real bread and butter. The ability to accelerate through his route break there on that crosser is really tough to defend. If you don't get hands on him, he's got the speed and acceleration to stack you in an instant. Here we go. When you run the post corner or corner post routes, when he gets to safeties to turn, when he gets in the blind spot and he accelerates into and out of his break, it's very difficult to defend. Here we go, NC State. Guy gets caught in the blind spot. He doesn't know where to go. Once again, he's using his head and his shoulders, steering the defender one way, knows he's going to snap it off the other way. Really nice touchdown there. Another great rep against NC State, the ability to go high point the football and really nice body control by the sideline. Here again, some weaknesses. You see the ability where he body catches. That translates to some misses where he's catching away from his frame. He doesn't have impressive length, so that kind of limits the catch radius, as you see there, trying to go up and high point the football. The real issue with length and his size is contact through the stem, especially against catch technique. You don't see a real answer or a plan for him. It's just trying to run through contact, which is never going to work. Here against Louisville, he gets squeezed to the sideline way too easily. Here against Clemson, you see him run into an issue of that curvilinear acceleration into his break. Here with this blaze out, gets way too much depth. All right, guys, here into the last bit of the film room on Zay Flowers. So I want to go through a couple things with you guys. So Louisville kind of figured out in this game, you know, we should probably double this guy a little bit. So they're bracketing him. They know, okay, he's going to run this corner post. He loves doing it, right? Jurkovec says, I'm still going to throw this ball to him. And really right now, position is not great. And he's a smaller guy against bigger corners. How do we win? Well, we find a way to high point here. We find a way to win the catch point by slowing the stride, by attacking, and by finding any way to slow pace to kind of get into the right position to make this catch. That is not an easy play. That is an advanced maneuver by a really, really good receiver. Okay, here against NC State, a really nice route that I think really shows that Flowers understands the nuances of zone and how to attack defenders. We've seen it on those, obviously, those deep routes, those post corner posts where he gets in blind spots. But this right here, okay, everything is vertical right now. We thinking, all right, vertical route with these underneath guys, but no, we're running levels. He's running this deep dig. What we got to do is pressure this guy into moving out of the space we want to attack. So right there, if you missed it, that little pressure step kind of opens up the window, gets this defender. It's a pretty decent speed turn, but still, watch him at the top of this break. 1-2, bam, and that ability to attack vertically and move the defender a little bit, get them a little bit out of position to create some separation for himself in zone is a huge deal. Okay. So a couple reps in this Andrew Booth game. He's automatically, we're in turn. And again, Flowers says, all right, I'll stack. I'll do a great job stacking here. Ball wasn't perfect, but he's walled him off at the catch point, which is really important. And I think Flowers does a great job of walling people off, and we'll get to another rep of that later. This battle against Booth was a big-time one because you watch. All right, look at that. If you can hopefully see it, is Booth using the length and the physicality he has to quick jam Flowers here. And again, when you have as fluid of hips as Booth has and good footwork, you can quickly turn out of that jam into phase. And when you have that type of combination and Flowers doesn't have the length to challenge it and the physicality, he gets washed out. And those are the type of reps on the perimeter that you don't want to see stack up in the NFL. How do you combat? Length, physicality, quicks, and acceleration. Get into that split release immediately, and we're immediately gone. Booth has not moved very much at all. Speed, dip through this contact, get on top. Does a great job getting on top here, stacking. All right, where am I going to go? Am I going here? Am I going here? Am I going deep? You don't know. Now you're in defensive mode as a corner. And again, a little bit of pressure vertically gets Booth to false step vertically. Now we have leverage here to the corner, to the sideline where this ball is being thrown. Just enough space and win the football there at the sideline. Really nice toe tap, gets both feet in. Just a really strong rep there against Booth, who, again, he played him tough, but Flowers had an answer. There you go. Another little quick jam. He gets off. Not too much disrupted here. And again, does a great job leaning into the contact. He needs to be able to stack here and win, and he does a great job. Ball's on target. Good tracking of the football there into his hands. Doesn't body catch. And then immediately, what happens with the ball in my hands? Snap this off. Turn out of phase that you're in so the defender just cannot wrap you up. Some receivers don't do this. Flowers does a great job of it there, just being able to slightly adjust my path to avoid a tackle. Last one here, again, it's against the same corner. Again, the quicks and acceleration that get you into the point where guys are on the defensive. Well, he does a great job. Look at the shoulders. Look at the lean. He's leaning up to contact. This is a good thing receivers do to set up, breaking off of your stem, getting into your route break. But for him, it's just, okay, now I'm going to peek to the corner, get this safety who's already moving this way out of my area I'm trying to win in the middle. So again, still doing that. Now we're peeking around. He stays with that acceleration through that break, and we haven't lost any motion. We haven't wasted any movement. He's still on top of this defender. He's able to now slow up his stride and go high point and win the football. So Zay Flowers has so much to like, right? With the nuance as a receiver that I feel like the last bit of that film room showed you. He's good with his routes. I think he has a well-developed tree, but obviously after the catch, he is a nightmare to handle, and he's got the acceleration and speed to win vertically. So when you're looking at really top Z-type a receiver, good wide receiver too, Zay Flowers is going to be on that list, and that's why potentially in a down class, he could be the first receiver off the board. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video on Zay Flowers. If you did, throw a like down there, subscribe if you're new. Plenty more videos on prospects coming very soon on the channel, so I hope you stick with me. I will catch you guys in the next video. Farewell.